Strep throat is very contagious and it can often lead to secondary infections. The nurse practitioners at CVS Minute Clinic say they have been seeing some of these cases locally. Here's this week's What's Going Around.
In central San Diego, Lori Glicklich in Mission Valley has diagnosed a number of cases of tonsillitis. This is a swelling of the tonsils in the back of the throat, often caused by a viral or bacterial infection like strep. Symptoms include swollen tonsils, a sore throat, difficulty swallowing, fever, and tender lymph nodes in the neck. Since it's caused by a bacterial infection, antibiotics are required, and in some cases, surgery to remove the tonsils. In North San Diego, ear problems. Trina Acosta-Teson in Escondido has seen patients with otitis externa, also known as swimmer's ear. This is an inflammation of the ear canal caused by an infection. The symptoms include ear pain, tenderness, and swelling. Treatment typically includes topical antibiotics, including ear drops. Skin troubles are on the health front in South San Diego. Kasia Lalacata in Chula Vista says some of her patients are dealing with folliculitis, when the hair follicles become infected and inflamed. This is usually caused by a bacterial or fungal infection, and the symptoms include small red bumps, pus-filled blisters, and itchy burning skin. Treatment includes oral or topical antibiotics, keeping the skin clean and dry, and avoid shaving the affected area. And in East San Diego, many people are preparing for summer. Amy Polizzi in Santee has seen a number of patients getting ready for some travel. This includes reviewing the place you'll be visiting, considering any activities you might be doing, and making sure your travel vaccines are all up to date. If malaria is a risk, there are different types of pills recommended to take while abroad. And that does it for this week's What's Going Around.